I'm going to be making a book storage box today, and I'm going to be using some mica powder. I've got the metallic powders in bronze and antique gold by Let's Resin, and I've also got some of the moss green by Arteza. So, oh, and I've got gloves on today. I'm not sure why I've got gloves on, but I think I got a new box of gloves today, and they came with instructions for use, so I thought I'd better make sure I was putting them on right. Single-use gloves instructions. Well, who would have known we could all manage to put a pair of gloves on wrong, eh? Right, so let's get started. So I'm going to start off by putting some of the gold and the bronze round this bit of the inside. This is what would be the binding of the book. So I'm just going to put some of the copper down in there and on that bit there. And I'm not going to be too precise with this because it's an old book. It's been on the shelf for quite a while. It's probably faded a bit. So that's my reasoning anyway. And I'm going to put a little bit down in that bit there. A bit more there. Oop, that's too much. Doop. And then some in that bit there. And then I'm going to switch colours and put some of the gold just around the outside of that. This is the antique gold. Take a bit from over there. And then again over on this bit here. So while I'm doing this, I'll just mention that this video is part of the World Book Day collaboration that's been arranged by the lovely Kernix Creations and YouTubers United. So it's the lovely Nikki and Kirk, the lovely little duo, that have arranged this lovely collaboration for World Book Day. Right, so I'm now going to put a little bit of the green in the middle of there, and this is the moss green. I know, I'm not using blue. Shock horror. If you're a regular to my channel, you'll know my passion for blues. Right, so that's that bit done. So I think I do need to clean up this bit round here. Yes, I do, because I want to do round here gold. So I'm just going to give that a clean up and then I'll be back. Right, so that's cleaned up a little bit now. So now I just want to go in this bit here with the green. So I'll carry on finishing off covering this and pop you on a little fast forward while I'm doing this, and then I'll see you back for the next bit. Right, that's all the main book bit done. So I think for the pages, what would be the pages, I'm going to use Mayspring Gilded Gold to do those. So I'm going to just get the green off my brush. Right, so now I'm just going to go around where the pages are with this gold. So I'll just pop you on a little fast forward again, and then I'll see you for the next bit. Right, so that's all our colours done. So now I want to try and pop this back in the right way now without losing too much of that mica powder. See if I can pop that back in. Just give that a quick check, make sure there's nothing that stands out that I've missed. Right, okay, so that's our main book bit done. So now for the lid, I'm going to do the green for the lid. So I'm just going to go all inside with this. So while I'm doing this, I'd just like to say a massive thank you to all my subscribers and for all the lovely comments that you leave me and clicking that like button. It's much appreciated, and it does help our channels to grow and gets YouTube pushing them out to see, for other people to see. So really appreciate that. And also anyone that sent me a super thanks and a coffee, thank you. Any money that I do get goes straight back into buying things like moulds and micas and inks and all sorts of things, so I can do my best to bring you some new ideas. So thank you ever so much for that. And if you're not subscribing and you'd like to, then go ahead, it's free, doesn't cost anything. So that's all our lid covered with the green now. So just going to pop this back in its right way, and now we get some resin mixed up. So I'm just going to go and mix up some resin, and then we'll be back to pour these. So I'll see you in a little while. I've mixed up about 200 ml of the Apex High Gloss resin. It's a 1-to-1 resin mixed by volume, and I added to that some of the Create and Bloom Tart Green, and because this is more of a lighter green, I added 1 drop of black resin dye paste just to darken down the green. So that's our green colour now. So just going to get this poured into these moulds, and then we can leave these to cure and then come back and do some decoration on the top. So just going to get this nicely topped up. Hopefully I've made enough. Let's just do a bit in the lid first before I top that up fully. So I'm just going to slowly pour this into the lid, and then I'll fill it up to about that much first, I think, and then give that lip a little squish round with a micro brush. Make sure we've not got any trapped air in those corners. Get any bubbles that might be lurking under that lip. Get that in there. Go all the way around. And then we top that up. Just give that a squeeze in the corners, I think. Give that a little squish. A little squish. A little squishy. And another little squishy. Right, okay, let's get these topped up now then. So I'm just going to finish topping that one up, and I think this probably needs topping up right to that lip, I would have thought. So that's going to go right up to the top and domed, if I've got enough, and then just finish off the rest in the main box. So I think luckily that was just enough, I think I'll get away with, could probably have done with a little bit more, but I think I'll get away with that. So I'll just let that cure up now. I'll just give that a quick squirt with some 99% alcohol, pop any surface bubbles, and then we'll leave that to cure. So I'll see you all in a little while. These have all cured up now, so let's pop these out and see how it's looking. Get this little book out of here. Oh, out come. Just pop that mould in the right way. Right, so that's how our main book is looking. Liking that. That looks nice. Got a bit of trimming to do on the, oop, caught my finger there, caught my thumb. That needs a bit of trimming on the bottom, so that's that bit. And then let's get our lid off. Oh, I've got a bubble there. Fill that in with some UV resin. So then that's our lid. So that will pop on to there like that. So there's our little book. Right, so now to do some decorating on this little book. So I'm just going to start off just by getting rid of these sharp edges, just by using a deburring tool. Go around the edges there. Get those rough bits off. And a bit off that corner. Better. So that's that bit. And also with, I don't think I can get in there. I have to do that with a, oh yes I can. Just have to do it that way round. Get those sharp edges off of there. And then we're going to use a little bit of UV resin in that little hole just to fill that up. So I'm just going to put a little blob in there and then give that a cure. I'm just going to leave that like that for a bit, and that would just set it until I get to put it under the main lamp. Whoopsie daisies. Right, so that's okay now. Probably needs a little bit more. Put another little drop in there. And then same again, just building it up in little bits. So that's that. That's that bit dealt with. Right, so let's get some stuff on the top here now. So I've also made a couple of little bookmarks just using UV resin, and I've just put in some glitter into those. So we're just going to pop those out. And I think I just want to go round the edges of those in gold. If I can find my gold pen. Right, I've got a gold pen here. So I'm just going to go around the outside edges of these with that. And then that'll be our little bookends. So that's that one done. So I'm just going to leave that on there to dry and do the same with this one. Do that all the way around the outer edges. And then we're going to get some books on this lid. Right, so that's those two ready. So now I've got these books here. I've got a big bag of these little books. I think I got them from, oh, I can't remember if I got them from Amazon or Temu. But I've separated some out that have got some writing on the side. So that'll go with the bookends. And then these ones, is there a right and a wrong way up to this? No, I don't think so. I think we'll have it that way round. So then these books, I just want to put some random ones on the top here. So I'm just going to fix those on with some UV resin. So I'm just going to place them on, pop that on there, give that a cure. And then another one, I'm just going to do these in random little spaces. Cure that. So I'm just going to do this all over this, well, not all over, but over certain sections. So I'll do this and pop you on a little fast forward, and then I'll be back to do the next bit. Right, so that's all the books that I want on the top there like that. So they're all on there. So now what I want to do is, I've got these little bookends. Is that quite dry? I don't know, maybe not. So they're gonna go like that there. And then I'm going to put these ones, I'm just going to line these up so they're all facing the right way. Put a selection of those together. Make sure the books are up the right way. And then they will go in between our little bookends in there. So a few more, I think. Let's see, how many more do we want? That'll be okay like that, I think. So I'm going to keep those like that. Pop them up there. And I'm just going to use some UV resin. If I take the lid off, that might help. And then just place the first little bookend on there and cure that. And then put the second one on there, and then cure that one in place. And then we'll take our little row of books and then just put a line of UV down the middle there. And I'm using, I forgot to say, I'm using the Apex Resin UV Fast Cure. So let's just pop some of these into that little bookshelf thingy in there. Fill up that little gap. A couple more. Put that in there. Right, that will do for those. And then I'm just going to cure that from the back. Just going to put a little line of resin just at the back there, just to hold all those into place. Give that a cure. So that's our little bookshelf. So I'm just going to pop that under the main lamp now, just for a couple of minutes, just to set that in place. This is all cured up now, but these little books are paper. So what I'm going to do is, just to seal them in and protect them a little bit better, I'm just going to put some UV resin all over the top of these and around the actual book cover itself, and then just rub that into all those books. Just going to go around and dome the top of this top bit as well, So a nice coat all over, bit in there, down there, and then that will seal all those books in. Give that a nice bit of protection over the top there. And don't forget to check out the playlist for this collaboration. I have added it into the description box, so if you click on that, it'll take you to all the other lovely videos that have been made for this collaboration. So do go and have a good old binge watch at those. Right, that's all covered nicely now, so I'm just gonna smooth that over. That's okay. I think I'll just put a little dab on the top of those books there and down the front without losing all my resin off the top. So I'm going to give that a quick cure with the torch, and then I'll pop this under the main lamp just to finish that off and give it a good cure. So I'll just go and do that, and then I'll be back. My little book box is all cured up now, so that's how it's looking all finished. And I think I'll just pop some of those books in there, some of those little leftover ones. Right, so thank you ever so much for watching my video today, and do go and click on that playlist and watch all the other videos, and stay tuned for the pictures at the end, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.